You're listening to Turi Writers' She Said What podcast. I'm Turi along with Marcy Persky. In this installment, one device per device, please. And my kid could make this martini. When I was trying to write down what it was that I did wrong on the settings for the recording session today, my pen turned into a flashlight. My phone sometimes does that. The problem is now you have things that turn into other things that you weren't even planning to make them do.
Your magic.
It's terrible. Yep. I come in here and I turn on what I think is the fan and all the lights go on. I turn on the lights in the bathroom and the fan and some heating thing. I've had it with stuff that's multifunction. I just want one function. Just one function. If you're a pen, don't be a flashlight. If you're a phone, don't be a flashlight. If you're a phone, don't record me secretly and send me somewhere by voice message that I didn't plan to go.
The government's doing that right now.
That is the best commercial, by the way. You must have seen this commercial with the security cameras with wings on them.
Yeah.
They look like, what are they? Oh, they look like that Pixar thing.
Yep, that's what they look like.
It's genius. That is the best. If you've missed it, there's a commercial where all the beat-up security cameras of the world sprout wings and fly around like the monkeys in The Wizard of Oz and start attacking people. It's great. And meanwhile, as mentioned before, my computer keeps telling me that my whole system is obsolete and therefore I can't go to the bank online.
Yeah.
You realize there's a whole, like, of our two listeners, at least one of them is tech savvy going, these morons.
I know. I don't like Safari. I don't like Edge. I don't like Firefox. I don't like whatever that other one is.
But they're all there waiting. They're all there waiting for you.
I know. And they all they're fighting for position. It's like a kickboxing match inside my computer.
I learned a thing, speaking of fighting. Did you know that to be in somebody's corner at a New York fight or a Las Vegas fight, you need a corner license?
No.
I just found that out because the person whose wedding I attended, the bride,
she's a boxer?
Well, she's a fencer, and she's also a coach, right? She's a fencing coach. She was a bodyguard. She's very, very cool. And she was just asked to be a corner coach for someone she's coaching when he fights in Vegas. I was amazed. It costs a little money. I don't know what the other qualifications are. I would be the worst corner coach. I'd be like, look out, you're going to get hurt.
I would see, I would be blood. I wish my mom was here. We could ask her. She was like the biggest boxing fan. I think it's because she was from Brooklyn or something.
Oh, for sure.
My mom loved boxing, and she had her favorite boxers. And my dad would just like roll his eyes back in his head.
I'm imagining your dad managed to crack a beer and sit quietly through the boxing, no?
No, I never saw my dad drink a beer.
Really?
Ever.
Huh.
Yeah. My dad would have a martini extra dry, a beef eater martini, because he taught me how to make them from a very early age.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. How old were you when you acquired this skill?
You're asking me to remember anything specific.
Maybe you helped with the beef eater martinis in more ways than one.
For many years, I didn't know what beef eater meant. And now I know it's brand of gin.
Well, yeah. I mean, did you think it meant somebody who sat down with a steak like that liver guy who's stalking Joe Rogan?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. The liver guy. That's so weird.
Would you care to talk about the liver guy?
I don't know that much about him, except that he's really scary looking.
Well, I don't know much about him either, but thanks to social media, I could quickly catch up and learn everything I needed to know, which is that he's this
threatening Joe
really
Rogan.
buff steroid using, which he admitted to because Joe Rogan called him out on it and said there's no way you look like that if you don't use steroids, and then he had to admit that he did. But the weird part is the beard and the unkempt hair versus the totally shaved and oiled body. And it's like, you know those games where you can put a head on a different kind of body? Do you remember the dating game, board game, where you could...
I do.
Yeah, he's kind of like they cut the head off of the loser and put him on the... What, did they have a Beach Boy one? Somebody with a big
They had
torso?
all different kinds. They
Right.
had the long-haired one. They had the surfer. They had all kinds.
In my mind, remembering it, it's like they cut the head off the crazy lives under a bridge guy and stuck it on the Beach Boy guy. And then they took a picture of him swallowing raw liver, which right there,
That was my question.
with any part of his body, he should have been throwing up.
Ugh. That's why they call him the liver guy, because he eats raw liver.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
I used to shove liver in my pockets. That's another thing my mom was guilty of. She used to try and make us eat liver. And I would put it in my pockets, and then she would find it in the hamper, and I'd get in trouble.
What about the dog? Didn't you have a dog?
Yeah, we had a dog.
So all you would have had to do was feed it to the dog,
Feed
and
it
you
to the
couldn't
dog.
even
I
remember.
wasn't that smart.
Yeah, it was the beef eater problem.
I was gonna say I was probably tasting those beef eater martinis.
Yeah. I think beef eaters are what they call the British Guards that you see in the uniform
yeah,
on
with
the
the
front.
hat.
Yeah, on the front of the beef eater bottle. I think I don't think they named it beef eater martini because somehow they got the martini out of a piece of livestock that's normally used for steak. It's all so confusing. People name stuff like the weirdest names that have nothing to do with anything are on wine bottles.
I was gonna say apples.
Really?
Yeah, I've been seeing all these new breeds of apples or old breeds with new names,
Uh-huh.
and it's very confusing.
Okay, you have to give me an example now.
I just saw one, but I don't remember it.
Well, fat lot of good you are.
Yeah, I know.
Like they're naming bottles of wine things like Risky Pepto-Bismol and Fat Sparrow and Starving Angel.
There's all the skinny girl ones.
Oh, yeah, but that's not a wine. Like Starving Angel or Hallucinating
I
Window
don't drink
Blind. Or
wine.
it's kind of like a random. I have here. I will post a picture of it, but I have something here I got to share with you. I found the patent for it online. It's very old. I found it at a garage sale. Hold on. I treasure this garage sale find. It was made in like the 60s, and it's called Spin Salts. 262,444 calculated curses. And what it has is a wheel with 3 layers. I'm exhibiting.
Oh, okay, I see it.
And what you do, it comes in a red envelope and it shows a guy with words coming out of his mouth. And what you do is you spin the wheel until you get you gluttonous milk sopping tosspot. At the top it says why you mincing bonbon squeezing nincompoop.
Oh, I love the word nincompoop.
Because it is poop in it.
Well, yeah.
Here's another one. You goatish lip smacking nose gay. I'm telling you, this is the best thing I ever bought.
That is awesome. Where'd you find that?
Garage sale, I'm telling you. And you can, I don't know if anybody on eBay has one, but it's in its original envelope. And it was genius, whoever came up with it. And it never really caught on, I guess. But I treasure this. It is the garage sale find better than just about anything else. Just if I ever run out of an insult, I just go to the magic wheel here and I can call somebody a posturing mole catching apparition.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, see, you can change it. Anyway, that's the spin salt.
That's pretty cool.
It is
We went
pretty-
to a garage sale this morning,
Yes.
and they had a wooden wagon wheel that I thought would be really cool.
With
to
your butter
put-
churn? You're going to put it with your butter churn?
I have a whole butter churn story. But first, the wagon wheel.
Yes.
No, I was gonna Frankie nail it to like the front pole with our address at the very end of the driveway that's got a horseshoe on it.
Uh-huh.
And I thought it would be cool to have this wagon wheel,
How
There,
much was it, the wagon wheel?
$35. And I was like, nope. That's store prices to me.
Yeah, I agree. What happened?
Oh, so the dog,
Uh-oh.
she didn't do anything to the butter churn, but for some reason she's all of a sudden peeing in her crate. And I bought this expensive crate that looks like a table. So I don't want it there anymore.
Wait,
Then I thought-
which dog is this?
Belly.
The newer
The
one.
bulldog.
One of the newer ones. this dog, as I
Yes.
recall, has a custom of peeing for strange reasons in strange places. It used to be whenever somebody came in the door, she would pee on the doormat.
Yes. Well, Mama's done with cleaning it. It's a big pain. So I was looking into putting diapers on her
Oh, for
and
Pete's
realized
sakes.
those would be a bigger pain.
Yeah.
So anyway, the stinky house is going to go outside, and I'm going to try and sell it for $35 so I
Oh,
can
then you
buy
could
that
buy a
wagon wheel.
wagon wheel.
And I'm going to take the butter churn
Yeah.
where the fish tank is
Yeah.
and move the butter churn to use as my table because all I have left out of one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, Stephen and Stefan is one fish. And then out of Trevor Noah, Channing Tatum, and Jonah Hill,
The frogs.
just Trevor Noah. Yeah.
The frog.
And Trevor Noah's looking really skinny
How do you know
Um,
which frog is which, for Pete's sakes?
because they had different faces.
Oh, God. I shouldn't
But
have asked. I don't know
anyway.
why I ask these questions.
I have one fish, one frog, and Whale the Picostomus, which is going to go out in the backyard in a big tub.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll last about 5 minutes out there.
Oh, no, they last forever. My friend that has the goats now, she's got like these giant tubs all over her ranch for drinking water for the animals.
Yeah.
And they've all got these giant koi fish and Picostomus fish because they eat mosquitoes and bugs.
Yes.
So,
Back before California became so dry that you had to switch your laundry detergent so you could take your washing water out to your garden.
Yeah.
So we had to turn off the water feature, which used to have like a little pond where I thought it was hilarious. People thought they were koi. I used to go down to the pet store and buy like the 10 for $1 feeder goldfish, the ones
yeah,
that
they
you
get big.
feed. Well, if you put them in your pond, what will happen is, okay, so the really stupid ones hang around at the top and they become raccoon and possum food immediately. The medium smart ones, it's like an IQ test for fish to have a pond in your backyard with rocks. The medium smart ones last for a while. They hang around in the middle by the kind of rocky things that make it pretty. And they last a couple months maybe, and then they slip up and they go to the top and a raccoon or a possum eats them. And then out of every dozen that you buy, there are one or two, I would say, genius level for a goldfish, right? These are the
Yeah.
Einstein goldfish, and they go straight to the bottom under the rocks, and you never, ever, ever, ever see them, which is why they might as well not be there. Once in a blue moon, you'll just to see if there's anything. Hello, anybody home? You like stick a stick in there and move stuff around, and some giant goldfish will come out of God knows where, and you're like, holy Moses, you've been in here the whole time. And the fish is like, why did you wake me up?
Well, that's what I'm hoping Whale the Picostomus will do.
Well, these are goldfish. They should earn their keep. They should know when I'm looking so they can come out and go, yep, you got a goldfish here. And it's the smart one. But no, they leave me just looking, what happened to my dollar's worth of goldfish? Until you get so frustrated that you start stirring up your whole pond. And eventually a bunch of gunk goes into the water feature and it stops working. And you just hate the whole thing for a while.
Well, I think that once Whale the Picostomus goes out, Jerry Garcia is going to eat him anyway, which is the dog that likes water that I'm filling the trough for to begin with anyway.
Isn't it terrible when you have an animal that you're just sort of waiting for it to die? When you don't really love it? Okay, so we have one chicken left.
I do love
One.
my,
We love our
I
chicken.
love
we
Trevor
do.
Noah.
We love the frog, right? We love our chicken, Moxie. She's a good chicken.
Yeah.
But all of her companions, well, she was kind of the boss chicken, so I'm not surprised that she survived and all the other chickens came to the end of their lives peacefully.
And
their
you already
coop.
have her grave.
I do. We have a grave. Yes, for each chicken gets a grave. So she's the
I
last
believe it.
one. And the weird part about Moxie is she's sort of like me. She's social, but on the other hand, she likes to be alone. So now she's alone and she's like, where did everybody go? Where is everybody? And you want to say, you were a royal bitch. Why do you miss them now? You weren't very nice to them when they were here. But now I'm all by myself all the time. And you want to say to Moxie the chicken, you made your coop, you lie in it. Or nest in it. Or whatever. it
Here's
is.
my deal
Yes.
is that I feel guilty about wanting one fish in Trevor Noah to expire so I can move the butter churn out. And I just, I don't know. I'll probably cry when they die, and then I won't sleep for a week, and then I'll move the butter churn.
That sounds like an excellent plan of bereavement. That sounds perfect. Thanks for listening to the Turi Writers She Said What podcast. Assuming you like what you heard, you might want to leave us a good review and maybe pick up my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air, which you can get from your independent bookseller or that giant website that sells absolutely everything.